Alright, hey guys, this is our marketing problem. We chose to do our thing on BP. Oh, it's not up there anymore, but anyways, we got like Jenny reporting on the BP oil spill as the marketing problem, and then we also have a team of us. We represent BP's marketing team. So, hope y'all enjoy the video, and yeah, it's gonna be good.
Straight to you from the University of Arkansas. This is Marketing News with Jenny Haymaker.
Good evening. BP is continuing to struggle with their attempt to put an end to this disaster. On April 20th, an industrial accident had gone horribly wrong. Started as a fiery accident which led to an evacuation of over 100 workers while still in search of many missing others. A BP oil rig has collapsed in the deep waters of the Gulf, which has ruptured a pipe and enabled oil to begin flowing into the Gulf at an immense pace. Initial efforts to fix the problem include putting a boom in the ocean to try to keep the oil away from the shore. They also tried to burn the oil off the surface of the ocean. Both initial efforts have failed. BP's main concern is not allowing the oil to reach the shore. Estimates of 1,000 to 5,000 barrels per day are leaking into the Gulf. At this point, BP's marketing team needs to act fast if they want to salvage their public image.
Man, look at the time. What does the emergency meeting need to happen?
I don't know, fellows, but I feel like this meeting is gonna turn bad for us. I hope we didn't do anything wrong.
Come on, man. Remember, we did such a good job on that last marketing gig. I bet we're about to all get bonuses.
Well, we're about to know what's happened.
Horrible. Horrible disaster. Horrible.
Oh, it's going to the cabinet. I told you it was gonna be bad.
Serious business, fellas. Just watched the news report with Jenny Haymaker. We just had an oil spill in the Gulf. We're losing oil by the gallon every second. It's disastrous. We're getting torn apart in the media. I need marketing concepts now.
Well, I think the first thing we have to do, brand image.
Yeah, but our brand image is gonna be destroyed by all this bad publicity.
Yeah, but really no publicity is bad publicity because you can always have a chance to get your name out in front of the people.
Yeah, we just need to spin this the right way. Get the classical method of communication on.
Yeah, but think about the ecological consequences of it. Like, people are gonna hate us.
Yeah, we just need to use the classical method of communication, develop a message that says we care about the environment and we're gonna clean up our mess.
Tony Hayward's out there working disaster control right now. I don't care how you guys get it done, just get it done. We need to get on top of this now.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, y'all ready for another episode of Mad Men?
Yeah.
Let's do it,
Man, we've been working on this project all night. It's time to relax. That was pretty good.
Oh, shoot.
What's going on here, fellas? Hopefully we got a little bit more done than watching episodes of Mad Men and consuming all my liquor.
Yeah, yes, definitely we do. Julian, you want to get that present? Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead
I
and
guess.
take a seat. Man, we've been up on this all night. As BP Oil Marketing Team, we've got a strategy for you to deal with this problem. The problem is the oil spill, right? We've got a negative public image. We got to bring that back. Our main objective is to protect and restore the BP brand image. Okay, so in doing this, we got to control the damage. We got to stop getting so much negative publicity out there. We got 5 messages we want to send to people. We're committed to the Gulf. We're going to restore the environment. We're going to restore the economy. We're back to work in the Gulf, and we're going to support long-term research. As I stated, our goal is to protect and restore the BP brand image. So, we're committed to the Gulf. We want people to know that we have 2,300 employees in the Gulf. We are invested locally. We're committed to this area. We are going to restore the environment by not only putting it back to its original condition, but better. We want people to think of BP Oil as a company of excellence. So, we got some more?
Yeah. Now, we also want to restore the economy, so we are gonna give money compensation to everybody that needs it. We're gonna think about the seafood industry, which is pretty big in the Gulf of Mexico. We are gonna get back to work in the Gulf of Mexico. We expect to invest billions of dollars every year, and we want everybody to know about that. We are gonna increase our safety efforts. We are gonna share the lessons with all other companies that we learned from the crisis. We really want people to know that we are continuing commitment to the Gulf.
Yeah, man. Well, as we know, we have to support our commitment and investment, so we have to do a long-term research to the Gulf. We have to promise the public BP will pay whatever it takes to make them know we are committed. And after that, well, in conclusion, it's just protect and restore BP Oil's brand image. First goal, do it. Control the damage. Put our positive message out for BP. Follow our 5 strategies and get the public back on our side. The thing we want to do right now is to make the people think about us as this hot air balloon, that we're gonna soar again to the top from the ground as we have done from the ground up.
Outstanding. Get BP soaring again. I love it. Let's get it implemented.
Yeah. To do that, we have a plan. We want to use the classical model of communication. So
Outstanding.
we are the sender, and we're going to encode our message. When we send the message to the people, we're going to use what mediums? What mediums are we going to use?
We have to use advertisements, social media. We have to use YouTube, Facebook, everything in our power, everything we can get our hands on to get our message to them. And we have to make sure that there's no noise.
Yeah.
Nothing can alter our message. They have to get it as it is. No more negativity.
And no more bad publicity on us.
Yeah,
we don't want that anymore.
We got too much bad publicity, so we really need to work on that. Finally, we gotta work on the feedback, right?
Yeah, we do.
The feedback from the people, see what they think of us.
Outstanding. So the all-nighter paid off then. Let's get to it.
All right.
Good.
Good evening. BP has had mixed success in their continuing efforts in the Gulf. BP engineers began a critical top kill maneuver to try to seal the blown-out pipe in the Gulf of Mexico. The top kill involves pumping heavy mud into the pipe to plug it up and then seal it with cement. BP CEO Tony Hayward has given it a 60 to 70% chance of success, but the company has also been careful to warn that there are no guarantees. This method, in the end, was a failed attempt. Another method BP has started was creating relief wells. The new wells are designed to relieve some of the pressure on the broken well, slowing the oil flow and eventually allowing BP to seal the broken well. Expert opinions say these relief wells will take almost 3 months to complete, which is just too long for oil to be gushing into the Gulf. Other methods are expected. BP has suggested some other measures that will try to stop the leak. A cap method is expected to be employed sometime this month. The method will include placing a 150,000-ton metal cap over the broken pipe to stop the flow. Hopes are high that this method will solve the problem. Oil is still leaking into the Gulf at a tremendous rate. Some estimates say 40,000 barrels a day. BP recently announced that the cost of spill has risen to over $3 billion, with costs still rising. Here are some of the comments of BP CEO Tony Hayward on the spill. The Gulf of Mexico is a very big ocean. The environmental impact of the disaster is likely to be very, very modest. Hayward told USA Today, "There is no one who wants this thing over more than I do. I want my life back." Needless to say, Hayward's comments have drawn public outrage. BP recently announced that Tony will be stepping down from his position as CEO. This has been Marketing News with Jenny Haymaker.
Okay guys, how are we looking?
Well, I don't know, but Tony Hayward is such an idiot. He keeps giving us some bad publicity. We have to stop that because he's ruining our work.
Don't worry about that. Talk to corporate shareholders. Tony Hayward's out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's good. Among the bad publicity, we're also getting some good publicity. The public is hearing reports about our efforts to fix the Gulf, so they know that we care.
Yes, and that's good for our brand image too. We want a positive semantic memory associated with us right now.
What kind of semantic memory do we have now?
Well, with all these events, now the public semantic memory is associating BP with the word oil spill. So we have to do something here.
Yeah, we want the public to associate BP with the word socially responsible.
So how do we change it?
We would use a stimulus response method.
Yeah, right now our stimulus will be the BP brand logo, and when the public sees the logo, we want them to pair it with a socially responsible company.
I like it, so how do we implement it?
I'd say through a commercial, maybe this one.
More than 2 years ago, the people of BP made a commitment to the Gulf, and every day since, we've worked hard to keep it. Today, the beaches and Gulf are open for everyone to enjoy. We've shared what we've learned so we can all produce energy more safely. BP's also committed to America. We support nearly 250,000 jobs and invest more here than anywhere else. We're working to fuel America for generations to come. Our commitment has never been stronger.
Outstanding. Let's run it on all the major networks. Let's get the public back on our side.
Perfect. Right, let's do it.
Concluding our report, your host, Jenny Haymaker.
Good evening. Tonight's report concerns BP after the spill. Now that the oil has finally stopped flowing in the Gulf, BP is on its way to recovery. In all, The Guardian reports BP has spent nearly $40 billion in cleanup, and that costs could continue to rise. In addition to that, BP has promised $500 million to fund research and environmental projects in the Gulf over the next 10 years. BP is working hard to comply with legal demands that the government has placed on the company. The U.S. government has required BP to provide compensation to all parties who were injured by the spill, and BP has set up a fund of over $10 billion to pay claims. BP has also complied with environmental regulations that the government has mandated for cleanup efforts. As a measure to see how the company has bounced back after the spill, we have taken a look at BP's stock price. Before the spill, BP stock was selling around $60 a share. Right after the spill, prices plummeted to just $27 a share. Now public confidence appears to have been partially restored in the company, and BP's stock is trading around $45 a share. Unfortunately for BP, their company's name was attached to the phrase oil spill. Over time, though, BP has demonstrated a continuing commitment to take care of the Gulf. It is possible that in the future, BP will be remembered in association with the phrase a socially responsible company as a result of their effort to fix their mistake. This has been Marketing News with Jenny Haymaker. I hope you have enjoyed our report. Good night.
Hey, y'all ready for another episode of Mad Men?
Let's do this.
Oh my gosh, man.
To climb higher. I'm just going to say to continue to rise. And clean up. And the costs continue to rise.
Wait, we gotta cut 40 billion.
And action. Okay, guys, how are we looking?
Well, I don't know, but Tony Hayward is keeping... Okay, let's do it.
Got it.
No.
Cooper.